Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today is a really special day because let me just put my screen up. Today is a really special day because I am going to broach the topic of Halloween tarot readings. Yes. Tarot readings for the spookiest time of the year. I love Halloween. Of course, I love Halloween. Of course, it's one of my favorite holidays. And tarot, I always told people that tarot could be used, could be worked with for anything. You can answer all types of questions with the tarot and connecting with the dead. All right. And the unknown, we're not limited to that at all. Okay. At all, we are not limited to that. And I am going to teach you some badass ways how to connect with the unknown, the other side, and some scary stuff that people don't probably approach, like entities or spirits of the house. Talking with ghosts and stuff. But I think it's pretty cool, and I think it's fabulous. Tarot readings for Halloween. Yay! So these are all spreads that I have created, so let's start. Let's dive in. All right. So tarot readings for Halloween. Tarot readings for the spookiest time of the year. Yeah. So these are the things we're gonna go over today. All right. Well, tonight. All right. We're gonna do a tarot spread together of conversations from the other side. We're going to do one on speaking to the deceased. We're going to do one of connecting with your spirit guide. Another one of what energy dwells in your home. You have to find out what energy dwells in your home. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it an entity? Is it a ghost? Is it an ancestor? All right, you're going to find out what kind of energy is dwelling in your home, if it's evil or if it's not, and your inner witch. All right. Okay. So please, guys, like, share, follow, all that good stuff. If you want me to keep creating more content for you, more videos, if you like this stuff, it's a big motivation for me to keep going. If not, then I just will stop. So like, please share and comment, right? And follow. I think I'm missing that one, follow. All right, so let's get into the good stuff. Let's first talk a little bit about me, which is weird. I'm Emilie Muniz, published tarot deck creator, Simplicity Tarot, professional diviner, and tarot instructor. This is weird. I love helping others through tarot, whether that be through mentoring them how to use tarot or creating decks for them or doing tarot readings for them, right? To guide them. I'm originally from New York City. I'm a Latina and I have over 20 years of tarot reading experience. I love roses, crystals, the forest, and bears. I fucking love bears and they love me. Don't judge me, but I don't know why. We are like this, me and black bears. I love bears. Okay. So, I'm going to just close myself off here because you don't need to see my face. All right. So, conversations with the other side. Okay. Well, maybe you do because I'm a little expressionist. Okay. I'll put myself in the corner. Putting baby in the corner here. All right. Conversations with the other side. So this is a tarot reading on how to connect with people from the other side. All right. So you're going to draw your cards, your tarot cards. And the first question is the energy from the other side that you are connecting with for this reading. All right. So number one is kind of the current card. I guess in regular terminology, non-tarot, you're going to draw one card to find out what energy you are connecting with. So this is almost like a Ouija board, right? So we're kind of flipping the script right here, and we're going to use the tarot to connect us with the other side. So this is going to be like a Ouija board, but tarot style. All right. So you could use this method to connect with someone from the other side. All right. So first you're gonna, draw a card and then pull a card and find out what energy are you working with there. You're gonna have to kind of find out what energy you are working with, just like a Ouija board, right? But the first card is gonna kind of tell you what energy that is from the other side. All right. The second card is gonna tell you, um, you asking the spirit or entity, are you a spirit of someone that has passed on, or are you an entity? That's card number 2. And for this, since it's yes or no, right? You know how the Ouija board has yes or no. You're gonna just simply use upright for spirit and reverse for entity. So if it's an entity, it's gonna be reverse, guys. If it's a spirit, is going to be, upright. So you definitely gonna know who you are talking to. If, if it's good or negative energy already by the second card. All right. Number 3, you're gonna start asking questions to them. Why are you here? Why are you here? Right? Because if they're there, they gotta be there for a reason. What do you need from me is number 4. You're asking them what they need from you. God knows. And number 5, what can I do to know that you are here? All right. So you're gonna flip a card and they're gonna answer you what you need to what how can you know that they are there? So who knows what card that is gonna flip out from, but there are ways that you can find out. Maybe, if it's the Empress, I would say flowers, right? Sometimes people smell flowers around often and they know that one of the spirits of the dead is there. Or maybe it's something bad. Maybe it's an entity that's a negative energy, and maybe you get something like the 9 of Swords. So when that spirit is around you, there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of tension. So this kind of gives you clarity of where that spirit is at. All right. And number 6 is, what message do you have for me? Okay, so this is pretty cool because this is not your average tarot spread of what people are used to working with. I mean, I'm happy that there's a lot of light and love with tarot, right? But sometimes you got to dip into the other side too. All right, so this is an example. All right, so here I put Simplicity Tarot cards in my tarot deck to give you examples of how I would read this if these tarot cards came up in a reading, and how would I interpret it so I can help you interpret it, um, interpret your reading. Okay, so the energy from the other side that you're connecting with in this reading. And then I got the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands in the tarot is about burden, labor, you know, um, is a heavy feeling. So I'm already thinking about a very earthbound spirit, a very heavy energy is what I'm getting, right? Um, Someone with a lot of burden on them. All right. So probably an unelevated spirit is what I will interpret that for that question. All right. So we're just going to read the question. We're just going to read and interpret the card for the question first. Are you a spirit of someone that has passed on, or are you an entity? All right. So a spirit that has passed on is upright and reverses entity. So the world card is basically upright. So is is a spirit of the dead. All right. Basically is not an entity. Entity is like phantoms. We all know what entity is, right? Poltergeist and stuff. So this is not that. This is definitely just the spirit of the dead. And number 3, why are you here? So this is a interesting one because we have someone kind of grabbing things. The 4 of Coins, someone that can't let go, is the 4 of Coins. Someone who can't move on, someone who is still trying to hold on, is the 4 of Coins. So for card number 3, why are you here? This person obviously is here because they still holding on to things. They can't move on. They're not elevated, and they're holding on to things. They probably still want to try to control people that they're still connected to, that are earthbound. All right. What do you need from me is card number 4. And we have the Queen of Coins here. All right. So this is nurturing. All right. This is a very nurturing card with the Queen of Coins. This is a card of light. This is also a card of security. I feel that, in translating this card to number 4, I feel like the spirit probably will be trying to tell the person, I need you to secure me that it's probably okay for me to go and move on. All right. Give me some security. All right. Uh, that's basically what it is, and nurturing too. So who knows, maybe there's some family relations to this person. I will even think, right, with the Queen of Coins here, because it's a very motherly card from the tarot. So maybe I will even interpret this as there's probably some kind of maternal relationship with the person. And number 5, what can I do to know you are here? So it's interesting. You have the Sun card, which is a very happy, happy thing, right? What can I do to know you are here? I feel like it's a lot of light, it's a lot of laughter, um, good things, maybe. And the high, when you're really happy, sometimes you have a sensation like someone's there and someone's even watching you. And there's like this childlike, feeling, you feel like goosebumps on you, but it's a happiness. So I feel like the spirit could be, telling her, be happy. When you're happy and you feel sensation and a touch, you got to know that that's me. I'm the one by you. All right. So it's making me feel pretty good. This is not something negative. And what message do you have for me? The card of justice is here, which is also the card of karma in the tarot, is a card about operating and doing things right, and it's also kind of a message. Remember, you know, everything has a cause and effect in life. Whatever you do has a cause and effect. That's the card of justice. So that's how I will read something like that. All right. Pretty cool and so interesting. Let's go into another one. All right. Connecting with your spirit guide. So this is really cool. I think a lot of people want to connect with their spirit guides, and the tarot is an awesome way to do this, a great way. All right. We could use tarot to communicate with a lot of things, even plants. Okay. Even plants. We could communicate with plants. We could communicate with trees. We could communicate with animals. We could use the tarot to connect with anything that we want to, relate messages to. Probably, they want to relate it to us. So our spirit guides, of course, is in that equation too. So card number 1 is, who is your spirit guide? That's this one. Okay. Why are they here with you is card number 2, which is an awesome question, right? We're kind of doing a spiritual investigation here. We want to know if someone ever says, oh, you got a muerto on you. Oh, you got a guy that walks with you. Really? Okay, so what's their purpose? They can't just say that you have a gitana or some type of spirit. They need to tell you why is that spirit walking with you and what is their purpose, right? That's one of the stuff. You also have to do, they also have to tell you something specific that probably nobody else would know, so you can have some validation, that that person's not full of shit, because there's a lot of people who do that. Sorry, just took that little person. So why are they here with you? Is card number 2. So you kind of doing a little bit investigation, right? What can you do to draw them closer to you? So you're asking your guides, all right, guides, what can I do to draw you closer to me? All right. And number 4, what advice do they have for you? A guide is here to guide you. They're always going to give you some information. I would say in a reading like this, don't interpret it as negative stuff. You got to remember that your guide is here to help you and aid you. All right. So you always got to look at the cards in a positive light when I'm getting like, what advice? It has to be something in a positive spin to it. Okay. What advice? Number 5, what sign lets me know that you are around? So our guides connect with us in many, many different ways, and they show a sign. So you're going to draw a card to see what is that. And number 6 is, are you an ancestor in mine? Upright, yes. Reverse, no. All right, because some of the guides that walk with us can be one of our ancestors. They definitely can be one of our ancestors. So this is good to know. This is good to know. All right. And I put place a crystal here because I feel like this is one of those readings where you can just, put a crystal there. It's going to heighten everything up. And it's like extra magical. You know, I would say prefer clear quartz to heighten up the energy. You know, I love clear quartz, but you could choose any one of your choosing. All right, I'm going to do an example. All right, so who is your spirit guide? I put the chariot. All right, so the chariot is, you have like this heroine energy. All right, my spirit guide is this kind of warrior, this person who is here to help me, guide me, and keep me balanced, is the chariot, right? To give me pro- progress in life, to help me move forward, and help moving me and keeping me balanced no matter what. So it's interesting. I will see this card and be like, wow, my guide is literally here to guide me and to remove obstacles with me and keep me forward, right? So I won't be going in circles. That's the chariot. That's how I interpret something like this, all right? Why are they here with you? The strength, to give me strength, to help me have self-control, to give me courage when I need it as well, comfort me. What can I do to get them, draw them closer to you? So I got the 6 of coins, which is the card of charity and help. So it's interesting. Like, I will interpret this as something like, if you give more, you receive more. So maybe that card with the charity is one of those, like, I will get closer to you if you help others. I will help you more. All right. Some type of an exchange is what I will see here. Number 4, what advice do you have for me? And number 4 is a card of the 5 of Swords in the tarot, is like defeating the bullies, standing up for yourself. Even when you feel like you outnumbered, when you stand up for yourself, you could beat them no matter how many people are, against you, right? Your voice is strong. It's like your energy, and you can conquer anyone who is against you. Don't let no one bully you. And the Temperance. What sign lets me know that you are around? And I see something like the Temperance. It's an angel. All right. So the Temperance is this big angel there. Of course, I'm going to say feathers. Feathers, 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 feathers. Some people see a lot of feathers. Some people see a lot of pennies, right? That will probably be like the Ace of Coins, like something materialistic, or the coins, right? But this is like one of feathers. All right, so there's a lot of feathers. And are you an ancestor of mine? Upright, yes. Reverse, no. King of Swords. So this is definitely saying, yes, it is an ancestor of mine, and probably a male one, an older man, right? We want to interpret the King of Swords, really, right? Maybe an ex-military person too with the King of Swords. So it's giving you that type of information. Pretty cool. All right. Speaking to the deceased tarot spread. So this is cool. This is a tarot spread that I created. I created all of these, but this is a tarot spread I created so you can speak to any of the deceased. I mean, in your family, non your family, you can just channel them and speak to them. Okay. It's really good to ask some questions probably before that to make sure you're speaking to them. But we're not going to go into that. But I would say you should. All right. Just to double check that they're who they say they are, because some of these spirits can be tricksters. But we're not going to go into that. Right. This is not that type of learning material with me. Okay. Speaking to that, So how are you feeling? Some of the questions that you can ask them is, how are you feeling? A lot of people come to me, because I am a medium. I'm a medium. A lot of people come to me to connect them with the people that has moved on, you know. They always want to know how the person is feeling, always want to know how they're feeling, if they are right, if they're okay, you know. So this is the first question I put, because this is the question I'm most asked when I connect people to somebody else, you know. Another question that I get is, do you visit me often? um, that's something always they want to know too. People like, do you visit me? How often do you visit me? You know, are they here around me? So these are another question that is really good. What can I do to know that you are here? All right. So that's another thing. What can I do? You can also put, how do I know you here? Right? Um, any of those. They always ask me, how do I know they're around me? What can I do to know that they're around me? What is the sign? You know? But when you're able to interpret tarot and you read with it enough, you can interpret these signs through the cards very, very easily. And number four, what can I do for you? You know, it's so beautiful, because we always want to help, you know, the others on the other side. What can I do to elevate them? What can I do to help them get the light that they need to receive? You know, what can I do to help us? Because it's an exchange, right? Especially with our ancestors and, you know, our bloodlines, we want to always help those, you know, because they're gonna in exchange help our family elevate, right? Because they stand on our shoulders. All right. So, what message do you have for me? So, this is where probably someone will get a little emotional. It's the last card that they pull. It's going to be something very deep, something emotional, something that they will really, you know, take in. All right. But these are kind of the questions, you know, I ask, or they ask me to ask them. So, this is a really awesome spread, though, that you can do with the tarot. There is no limits with the tarot, guys. Woohoo! This reminds me of Jocelyn, my bestie. I swear to God. Okay, your inner witch bruja. Your inner witch tarot spread. So this is pretty cool. Okay, this is like just kind of discovering your witchiness, your witchy skills, and things like that. I created this because I think it's perfect for Halloween. Very perfect. Okay, what element wants to connect with you the most? I just saw the new Craft movie and it sucked. Anyway, so you have earth, which is coins, air, which is swords, fire, which is wands, cups, which is water, and the majors, which is spirit. All right. So you're going to draw a card and you're going to find out what element wants to connect with you the most right now. What element are you most in tune with right now? What element can you work with the most right now? All right. And we could do that in a lot of things, you know, earth, plants, air, incense, fire, you know, candles, you know, water. We have the water, literally, or, you know, spirit, the unseen, everything on top here. All right, working with the spirit. So what element um element wants to work with you, so you know which one wants to tap in, tune in, and connect with you. So this is pretty cool. What is my intuitive ability? All right, so you pull a card and you're able to interpret that from the spread. That's card number 2. You could be an empath. Or you could, who knows, maybe work with animals more. I have people that are really good that work with animals. It's not one of my best abilities. I'm easy to say that. I don't speak to animals like that. Just, it's not my gift. All right. Some people are they could taste things, right? So I would be like, that's more the coins, the more the physical stuff, right? Then there's people that could hear things too, right? There's people that deals more with the elder realm, you know, like the high priestess, right? Um, that's the dead. So just interpret it as the cards come. What magic would I be the best at casting? Every witch, every bruja has their own unique skill set. We all have that thing, that one thing that we're like the best at performing with our art, right? So you're going to throw a card and see what is that, what that skill set is. What is the one thing that you can cast? What area will you be the most, the best at? Maybe it's love. Maybe it's healing. You're going to find out now. Who knows? Maybe it's fertility for other people. Everyone has their unique skill set. So this is going to kind of tell you what that is. What can I do to improve my abilities? Everyone has their own niche and how to improve it. So this is going to tell you what you can do and how you can help others with your ability, because sharing is caring, baby. And everybody, we all connected, and when we help others, we just get good stuff back, and it just feels good. It just overall feels good. It just overall feels good, rather than being a Grinch and bitter as hell. Why not share and help people? It's just a beautiful thing. Okay. So these I'm not doing examples because we did two before. Okay. So this one is pretty cool. This one's pretty cool. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do one. I was gonna call this spread the haunted house, but I decided not to because I was like, maybe it's just gonna turn people off, but whatever. What energy dwells in your home? Now I get this question a lot. Do I need to clean my home? Is my home safe? You know, what is in my home? Can you just tell me what is in my home? Let me tell me what energy is in my home. All right. So I created this spread with you guys in mind. These are the things like people don't think about, but I get asked all the time. What energy dwells in your home? All right. You're gonna basically find out if your house is haunted or not, or what's in it. Right? What is in that house making all those sounds? So, what type of spirit, entity, or energy governs in this home? There's always a type of energy or spirit that governs each home. If you think that not one spirit governs your home, I mean, like that's crazy, because there's all different type of spirit. Doesn't mean it has to be a bad spirit. It could be a good spirit. It could be the spirit of one that you invited in there purposely. Okay. But you're going to find out the main spirit that governs your home. Okay. So you just like, hope it's good stuff. Hope it's like a 10 of cups here, all family good stuff. But you're going to find that out. All right. Because I even think each house has a spirit. And that's my true belief. Each house has a spirit, and that changes. Sometimes they switch, as people come in and go. So you're finding out what energy governs that home or spirit at that time. All right. And then maybe your sage may have to come in handy. Are you a negative or a positive energy? That's question number 2. So we're doing some digging and some investigation again. And number 3, what the hell do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Okay. Number 4, what can I do for you? All right. What can I do for you? Because not all the time that they want something you could really do. That's for sure. All right. And what message do you have for me? Ah, okay. Those are some awesome Halloween spreads that I just went over with you guys. And I hope you enjoyed them, because I really enjoyed creating them and putting all this together. I think it's pretty cool. I'm getting the hang of doing these presentations now, because everything is virtual and I can't do presentations in person anymore. So it's just weird. But I have adapted to the COVID-19 world, and I'm doing my stuff through the computer. Suggested things to do. Okay, so this is my own take. Okay, this is my own take. All right, guys, we are working with the dead and the unknown. Okay, we are. All right, these are not spirit of light, guide me with your angel wings of love and light and love and unicorn ponies and whatever kind of I don't know, fairy tale animal or whatever they invented out there exists. This is like working with the dead and the unknown. So we want to kind of take care of ourselves and kind of be smart before we do and start dipping and connecting with things. These are just some of my suggestions. You could decide to do them or not. It's all up to you, baby. All right. So clean your space and yourself spiritually before a reading. All right. So this is sage, incense, plants, however you clean yourself spiritually. That varies from culture to culture, from person to person and their spiritual beliefs. So I'm allergic to sage. I can't stand it that much. I like it because it's pretty. It smells good, but I can't be around it too much. Okay. So whatever you use, I guess what's important is that you're just kind of cleaning your space, your energy field, and yourself before you're performing a reading like this. Number two is that, that you are really grounded before doing these readings. And, don't be my advice is don't be intoxicated, don't come with a mind of anxiety, random thoughts. Be very grounded and take this serious if you want serious answers, because you are connecting with different energies and you want to respect them. You coming to them, right? You want to respect them, they want to respect you. So make sure you're very grounded and kind of taking this serious, right? Do something to signify that you are opening a space before reading with protective energy. This could be something simple. I think the real important thing is that you need to signify that you are opening a reading, all right? That there's this door being open in this space. That is so important, all right? Some people take a key, some people ring a bell, some people clap, some people do a prayer, do the singing bowl thing. Whatever you're going to do is to signify that you are opening this space and it is with protective energy. All right. Very much in alignment. I am opening the space, spirit of light, guardian angels, be with me, protect me, things like that. All right. Um, and then do something that you are to signify that you are closing your reading space and cleanse the area spiritually. Okay, so this is important too. We don't want to leave no doors open, right? So now that we opened it, now we got to close it. All right, so we got to close the space. Close the space. Well, I am now closing the reading, closing this reading space. Thank you, spirits of light and love, for being with me and protecting me. Say whatever prayer you need to say, ring whatever bell, clap, clap, snap, snap, whatever you need to do. This reading space is closed. All portals and doorways close. Boom. Okay, so just do something also to signify that you are closing the space. All right. Because that's a lot of intentions and energy that you're doing with that. You don't want to leave anything floating around. All right, and number three, candles, crystals, always a great tool to have when you're doing tarot readings, and a glass of water to represent purity and to help you connect also. Okay, so you can download. Look at that. Look at Tyler's hand right there. That's a great picture. That was a great shot. It was a good day there. So all of these spreads are available for you for free. And all the spreads that we have here, just follow the link below and it leads you to a bunch of my other mini courses that I also have that you can also dig through if you want to learn tarot. Go ahead. I have courses that will teach you on all different types of levels, whatever level you are seeking to learn tarot. So if you want all the spreads, they're there. Just follow the link. It's for free and you get to download all the PDFs so you could try them your own self. Did I miss anything? No, I didn't. Okay. And the deck that I worked with today was Simplicity Tarot, my own deck. And please, guys, like, follow, and share so I could keep creating more of this awesome content. And follow me below. Thank you, guys. Love you. Bendición. And I am so glad to be with you this Halloween. Take care, guys, and God bless.